Best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, 180. Check, 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. 6:32. Check 3. General West.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They get 7 there on the screen. That'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On the toss, here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 21-0 our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Stafford on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the end. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Check, 47. Double dog. That's the way.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And the kick by Butker is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now a first down throw. Stafford dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw is Stafford. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve past then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The Broncos take over
That's it,
first
baby.
and 10
We're going to work.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Again, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Hit on the stop. It was Dorrance Armstrong.
Brings up third down and 5.
Let's go. Pittsburgh.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Begin.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the safety creep. 32.
Now it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
That was 50.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And McManus able to put it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Kill, turn up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw is Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Flushed out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stanford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.